Hey YouTube, Cut Fallen Boy here, and today I'm going to be playing Vampyr, and I'm going to be working on getting the Platinum Trophy for this game. I did play this game 2 years ago when it came out, got a lot of trophies during the time that I did play the game, but there are about 4 or 5 trophies that I did not get, so I'm going to be doing a fresh run through this game, and I will be following Power PYX's collectible guide to help me get the stuff that I did miss when I initially played the game. So yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to options, we're going to double check everything to make sure it's bright enough for everybody, so it looks good right there. Make sure subtitles are on. Alright, ready to roll. I will be playing through it in normal mode. So, and so the idea for this run is I'm going to skip all the cutscenes. I'm just going to run through the game quick as possible. We're going to basically play it as a pacifist run. We're not going to embrace too many citizens, so I will be under level for majority of it. But that's okay, because when we hit chapter, I believe 5 or 6, we will go and embrace everyone for their weapons and
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. One prayer for the summoned, called by
so
this
we can't
song.
Skip this right now.
Is perhaps the countdown to oblivion
Okay.
for the once proud city of London. Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and
severely underrated,
mortals became
not a lot of people played it. A lot of people did say that the combat was
the falling of a star, a
clunky and not very good.
Turning to priests
but,
for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men
it was
turned
fine,
to science.
it wasn't bad.
I saw them build such vain cities,
definitely,
crafting machines made
it had
for
its
endless
flaws.
war. New questions flourished as old
But
answers withered.
I do appreciate
darkness,
the fact that it does
lurking
tie
sun? What is wall?
very
but
loosely
enslaved
to the
stone?
Soulsborne.
What is glass?
The stamina,
but tortured
dodge,
sand?
attack
What is
mechanic,
song but a
so,
call to arms?
I'm kind of at home
What
with it
is
because
hate
I've played so much of
but
the Soul
guilty
series.
love? What is life?
It's fine to me.
But death pending.
My biggest problems with this game is it's open world, but it's very restrictive, and there are a lot of it's just a lot of things that are very convoluted and complicated to get.
Mortality was believed
So
to be.
yeah, it's just ridiculous. Okay, so we just got bit. We are proceeding forward until we meet this lady by this dock area. And this is actually our sister Mary.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
He's gonna talk to her and then actually bite her and kill her on accident. And that's pretty much what happens. The people find him, so he's gonna take off running.
No, don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here.
I love the aesthetic and setting of this game.
This
It's set
can't
in
be.
1918 during the Spanish flu in London. Love it. I've always liked the Victorian
Please,
era.
stop! I mean you no harm.
Kind of like Bloodborne and those kind of games. Just really nice.
What's going on?
Alright, so I think we get our first collectible
Oh,
over
Mary.
here, which is the used machete.
What have I done?
It's really kind of
What's all this about?
unmissable, really.
Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can defend myself.
Alright.
Kill that thing! Over there! Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Alright, got that guy. Another criticism about this game is the fact that it does not run very well. Very clunky. But once you get used to it, it's not too bad.
Sorry. No, please, stop!
I've got to take out the chest that I got, but...
Who are you?
Doesn't like burning, does it?
Make sure I got my stamina back.
What do you want?
Alright.
I mean you no harm.
The sun feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Right now! Let me go!
Oh, well, I thought I was going to just run around it, but I guess not.
I need to find shelter.
There it is.
Is anybody there?
Okay. That kind of... That's him killing his sister, and then we move forward, and we get our first written collectible, which is Fire and Sun.
I can almost feel the sun's rays like a physical weight pressing against the wood.
I like the opening to this game.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's...
Okay. Proceed forward. You know, I thought vampires didn't have a reflection in the mirror. Alright. Then we get our second weapon, which is the revolver. Alright, got that. Okay, good. Alright, so this is where he attempts suicide, and the game officially starts. I like the opening there, that was pretty cool. Alright, this is where we level up our character. And we've got to go and get this healing skill first. And voila. Alright. It's unlock an aggressive skill. Alright, so we've got we got Claws, which is pretty good for melee. We've got Blood Spear, and then we've got Shadow Mist. I am going to go with... Man, I really don't know. I like this. Rage and this is great. So, like if I can get a blood skill and then use rage for that, and then blood and shadow mist. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do blood spear and shadow mist. So we got that. And we're gonna confirm. And there we go.
voice in my head.
Conduct research
If
on
I'm
my
not mad, then
Alrighty.
it must belong to the one who made me what I am.
Eternal.
I must find him to understand what I have become.
Alright. I also like the collecting and all that good
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Alright, so they're gonna bust through the door, and then we get learned that this is our basically our jump ability. Be able to teleport to a next area.
My head's spinning.
Okay.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
Alright. And then we get this use stake, which is actually a really cool weapon to use. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this over the other one. Oh yeah, because I don't have any bullets, so. Okay, so we got that. Alright.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Die, vermin!
Go back home.
Oh man. And then we can buy it. I like the component of this game. Do it again. Keep on getting our blood regen. We'll just bite him until we get our blood ready.
There's a strength I never knew I had.
Okay, we're gonna actually.
Oh, this one stinks already.
Yeah, blood pills are really
This
good.
shouldn't be possible.
It's a killer.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire.
Another thing I like about Bite is that it does heal me.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Oh, I was wondering why I couldn't.
Back in the grave.
Yeah, I was wondering what the fuck was. There we go.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Huh? See if there's anything over here. No? Okay. Let's proceed forward, shall we? Another thing I don't like about this game is the game forces you, like if you want to have an easier time, it forces you to just kill NPCs rather than, you know, get a lot of XP from killing, like, you know, enemies. I'm just not a fan of that aspect of it. I mean, this game, as good as much as I do like it, I do understand a lot of people's, you know, problems with it, and the reason why it didn't really sell all that well. However, the developer did say that they was actually surprised by how much it did sell. So,
If only I had control.
potentially make it a sequel.
For blood.
I
Mary,
think my main problem
someone
with
will
this
pay
game
for
is
what
it had so
For
much
what happened to
potential.
us.
Like, if there was some performance thing that could be corrected, this game would actually be insanely good. Like, it would be great. It's a good game that could have been great. That's the best way I can put it.
The dizziness from the jump. I can...
Then you run into problems like this, you know, loading, you know, it takes you out of the
I'll
video.
control it.
We're gonna jog over here, grab the rat, need him. Get a flow
This
meter up.
is despicable. What
I
will
did like the
London
main
have to say to me?
protagonist's voice actor. It's really good.
I've so many questions unanswered.
I thought he did a pretty good job.
Another corpse. Have the very street.
Okay.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. Where has everyone gone?
There's another hideout, I believe. Up here. Yep. There it is. Alright, so we can craft items and all that good stuff. Grab what's in this chest over here. Refill the ammo that you find in the world. We do have 500 HP, so we are going to try to level up something. Okay. Not going to do anything here, but I will recycle these, save them for later. And we're going to rest here. And we're going to level up our stamina, because, you know, stamina is huge in this game. I actually prefer to have more stamina than I do health. So, so we don't have enough to level up anything else. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go Bloodfear and then Shadow Mist with Rage in my ultimate, and Tactical would be Shadow Bell. Possibly Coagulation. So yeah, I think that's it. And then of course I'm gonna upgrade all of this stuff as well. And possibly the bullets. I'm not gonna upgrade this because I get healing from autophagy, so yep. However, I will be under level for the majority of the game because I will not be embracing anybody until we get to a certain point in the game to where I can make sure that none of the districts become hostile. Because what happens when a district becomes hostile is every NPC in that district will die and you lose the chance for any weapons. And so you have to, because this game has auto save rather than manual save. And then, and so, so yeah, kind of lost my train of thought. Oh well, sure to come back to me. Alright, so let's talk to these guys.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir.
Talk to this dude here. First,
Good evening, sir.
Wow, you've
Yes.
been there.
I
seen
will,
that.
at one
Don't
point in
worry,
the game, I will
things
do
can only
some
get
investigations. I won't do a lot. I don't want to just, I don't know.
What's going on around?
You must be.
We're going to skip a lot of this
Who
stuff.
You.
Skip a lot of the
Has
dialogue.
Can't. This is. I don't know.
I'll. Whoever
Talk
he
to
may
this
be,
guy here.
the killer recently entered this bar. Maybe
Hello,
some of the
stupid or
locals saw him.
I've never even... Hello, sir.
So anyway,
Maybe
back
you
to what I was saying
prefer
is,
to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I won't do a lot of the investigations, but
What is this?
This is Tom's
I'll do
bar.
some of the ones that are a little
You
bit
don't
more
seem to
convenient
have much
do
business.
as I'm doing this
Where
playthrough.
is it?
Most...
You know, investigation
all-
will give
No,
you just a little
it's
bit
only
more
since the
XP,
epidemic
you know,
started.
than normal.
Tom
So I may
thought
do
that
some
people
of
may
them just
need
to
a
make
safe
sure that I
place to
keep,
stay.
you know, relatively on level with the story for the most part.
I just wanted to.
I'm not
Because,
afraid.
you know,
I only-
you will get severely under level. I'm talking like 8 or 9
Too many
levels
dead-
below like a boss or something.
The
so
murder.
Bodies.
The
it
sewer.
can make it a
No one
little
know.
bit more challenging, but
What have you-
overall this
There's
is not a very
nothing.
hard game, so you should be fine.
I'll.
So anyway, we'll talk to Tom here because he's really the guy that you really need to talk to. I just talked to
No,
those
thank
guys
you.
to open up them and the citizen
I'm-
menu to where I
grab it.
can,
I'm looking for someone who might have.
been caught.
You mean?
Well, yeah.
I need.
Just climb.
Yes. No.
okay, so we're gonna go over here and talk to Dr. Edgar Swanstein. And he'll be talking to a lady which we'll meet later. And a worry about that right now. And we're gonna move on to the dialogue section. And I'm gonna say I
I'm
don't
not sure
know.
that I know.
Might I at least
That's none.
insert you
Something.
the call?
You seen the...
I have.
Then if you...
Dr. Ed,
Then help.
I may.
I follow.
You thought
A shadow, indeed.
you should let me handle this affair.
No.
How will you do any better than I? But then I can only.
Okay, I just want to sound a little unsure, so it's whatever. Okay.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone. I can't...
Hey, I told.
I think you're hiding.
You know
Goodbye.
what? Let's talk to what's her face first.
Evening.
I have a...
The truth.
I suspect...
I'm just the
I can feel...
William Bush.
Tell me.
Will was
Why...
Tom's.
I see.
Okay, so now we're gonna talk to Tom.
You again.
Okay.
Tom,
Yes, Wilkin.
I need...
You could try.
Please. Thank you.
If you sit.
Alright, so now we're gonna track him outside the bar, which is over here.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue.
Before
What's been done to me? To this city?
Alright, so we'll come over here to the boat area.
The body is...
Okay,
This
we're
man was our...
Oh, he was over there.
This... What's this? Blood. There are bloods...
Teleport over here. I would say I do appreciate some of the stealth aspects of the game. It is really cool. Go ahead and knock this guy out. Oh, I forgot to... I should have been targeting him. Okay, there we go. Aha.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Another thing I like about the game too is the fact that you kind of duck on. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything down here. There's a guy at the end of the hall. Yep, I am. Yeah, Vampyr is ridiculously strong, guys. I mean, it is really good. It does use a lot of blood capacity though, so that's why one of the reasons why I'm going to upgrade it eventually. So, okay, let's see if we can get a. Blood seems to be a resistant. A lot of people are just like blood. Now that we got him out of the way, let's go take care of this guy. Yeah, one thing I will say is Vampyr seems to have some insane tracking to where like it'll pass through an enemy that's like to the side of the enemy that you're aiming for, which is really nice. Really useful.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
This is
Look
really
at
cool.
it!
So yeah, you can kill both of those guys with one shot, so that's really nice. Whoops. Another collectible right here. Alright. And then a really good weapon up here. standard damage of this machete is pretty terrible, actually. Alright, so yeah, this is a very good gun. So this gun is considerably more powerful than the standard revolver here. So we're gonna actually put that there. But actually, before we do that, we're gonna you know. Yeah, okay. Alright, make sure I don't miss anything over here. Yep, I see another chest. Perfect. Now we got bullets. See, we got bullets galore here. So this might be useful. And we got some rats over here. Get over here. Got another hideout where we can level up if we need to. I actually came in here just to grab the item that we're in here. One thing I do want to upgrade is my blood capacity and my stamina. Okay, let's do that. Let's upgrade blood capacity there. Because I do want to be able to have more blood. Yep. Alrighty. Okay. Right now, health is not a major concern until you get to later chapters. Then it becomes an issue, but not too bad right now. Alright, so we are actually close to
The whole building
the
reeks
first
of
boss
it.
fight of the game.
The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
So here we go. And I will be grabbing this right here, which is a two-handed weapon. It is really strong, actually. You can parry with it, which is really nice. So yeah, we're definitely going to be equipping this. We're going to also, on this hand, we're going to equip this shotgun. That we do have some bullets for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this here fight with a Vampyr.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Shoot him a couple times to see where his health is, and we'll just shoot the side.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down. I didn't have enough time to... The reload animation for the shotgun is a problem. So as you can see, blood pit is great. There we go. One thing I do like about Bite is the fact that it is very, very good against, very good. There we go, I got really good there. Now we can really go to town on it. Alright, so I'm gonna save this artifact. Oh, that is not what I wanted. I'm gonna get one more parry on him. This isn't working. He did get a little help. There we go. That's what I wanted. Get blood capacity back up. And yeah. Okay. Not a pretty fight, but you know it was. Heal up. Grab these items over here. I believe that's it. And then we get this huge bludgeon, which is actually fairly decent. Second weapon. It does a little bit more damage than the standard machete, so. But, you know, I'm about to get a weapon in the hospital. It's going to be 100 times better than that.
William was an honourable man. I could have saved him. Mr. Hampton,
so we're going to save the
are you
priest too,
in there?
and we're going to skip. And we are going to have a long boat ride with Dr. Swansea, which is unskippable, unfortunately.
This poor
but it'll be
creature
okay.
can't be my mate.
We will be fine, and then
Could
we're
it
going
be
to move
some
on to the...
subspecies of vampire?
make
I
sure
must
that we
find a
send it
place
down.
to analyze the blood.
Okay. I'm gonna stay quiet for a little bit and enjoy the boat ride, guys. And that concludes chapter 2. Well, we still got a little bit left to go in chapter 1.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed.
Yep,
and have
a long
a place
boat
to
ride
hide.
indeed.
I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a
Good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Alright, finally, gameplay. I love the little trench coat he's wearing too. Alright, so we can't go that way, so we have to come around here and meet Clay Cox. The Cox here, we do have a choice to whether we want to embrace him, which is kill him by drinking his blood, or let him loose. We are going to let him loose. And the reason for that, even though we can kill him right now, is, he's not a good person now. Don't get me wrong, this dude definitely deserves to die. He's kind of a piece of junk, but
Oh, come on, you bastard.
I don't want to screw anything
I
up.
won't bite.
Sir, please.
I probably
You've lost
could
too much
kill
blood.
him and everything
Calm
would be
yourself.
fine,
You
but
think I didn't notice.
again, you
Stop
know,
your
with this
staring
game being
and get
convoluted
into
and
an
complicated
hospital,
as
you
it is, I don't want to take that chance, so we're going to let him live right now. But believe you me, there is one NPC
Insulting
that
a
we
good
will kill
Samaritan.
in this
Not exactly the way to get rescued.
in this hospital, and that is Milton.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here.
How will we kill Milton and his
Spilling out onto the
lover?
street and you're yabbering on.
The reason I'm
Yeah.
killing Milton is because
Follow me, Mr.
okay, we're gonna mesmerize him, and then I'm just gonna let him go. This is basically a mesmerize tutorial, the way you can mesmerize him. But I'm going to. Oh, by the way, before I begin, I love the music that plays so.
Dance of life and
It kind of reminds me of the Jaws soundtrack a little bit. It's kind of cool. Alright, so we're gonna release him.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Oh, you'll be taking some lives, alright, Dr. Reed. Alright, so we're not gonna talk to him anymore. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yes, Milton. He has a shotgun that exceptionally good, especially against bosses. The only problem, and this is what I'm finding with the shotgun, is the reload
but
speed
no
is
famished
exceptionally
hunter
slow.
can run for long.
So, that may be something we might need to look into for, you know, speccing and upgrading the weapon. But, here we are at Pembroke Hospital, which is the first, basically, I guess, area of the game. Aside
Doctor,
from the
where have
dots
you
and the
been?
bridge
I
that
found
we
a
was at.
route.
Already making
Fine, so we're gonna
Dr.
skip through
Swansea,
dialogue,
yes.
blah, 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 blah.
Thank
We don't
you.
have any questions for you because, you know, I've played the game before. I'll talk to him.
Good evening.
So do we catch Doctor? He was.
Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. No, I'll talk to you. Really and truly, I'm just opening up these guys so that we can find them on
Did
the
he-
map
I-
if we need to.
Good.
So now they show up on the map, see? And then we'll talk to Milton here. Where is he? There he is. This dude does have stuff to sell, but we're not gonna worry about that. Hold on,
I'd
do I have
like
enough
wise
money to buy
George.
something from him? Yes, I do, barely, but I do. Oh, now he shows up on the map, perfect.
Dr.
Then
Swansea
we're
is
gonna
right.
come over
This
That's
place
Miss
seems
Crane.
perfect to conduct my research.
Ackroyd,
Reed
it's a
doesn't-
piece of junk, I'm not gonna talk to you either. And where is Mr. Fiddick? This is another guy we could kill if we wanted to, but we're
Good evening.
not going to.
Goodbye for now, Mister.
Alright, talk to this guy.
Reads me like a book. Doctor, I.
He has a quest that we could do later if we want to.
Please. This.
What? Well, do you? Where do you? Oh, I. Question.
Alright, so now he gives us that, where we can just do that, but I don't think we don't need to do that right now. Move, and then we talk to this guy. He's not gonna really talk to us very much
Could you
right now. So we're gonna go goodbye, talk to the mom.
Good evening.
I know this sounds like a lot of just random junk, but the only reason I'm doing this is so you can find them in the map, you know, rather than it being unknown. It just have a name up, it pops up. Like this lady right here, we haven't talked to her yet.
Good. Good.
Then we'll talk to this dude. Now, there's another guy we can kill if we wanted to, but we're not going to.
You. Good.
I really do think that I am a little bit.
Goodbye.
I do think I could probably kill everybody in the hospital at this time.
Your name?
I can.
You.
Well,
Now, this lady does have a quest we want.
I don't. Never.
It's-
Delusion.
Please. I'm a.
It's only.
Who are? This.
I'm not.
Thank you.
So we'll take care of that investigation in just a minute.
I'll leave.
Alright, so we got several investigations. Then we got Sean here.
Talk what?
Blah, blah, blah. Then
Goodbye.
we'll say blah, blah, blah. Now I think we've got pretty much everybody except for that one doctor that's over in the end that we're not going to worry about right now. So, oh, I almost missed the collectible over here. Alright. Chapter 1, I do have basically the like memory of where everything is, so I'm able to find everything that I need to do. Alright, now this right here is a really good weapon, the hacksaw, which is what we're going to be using. So it does some good damage. Yeah, it's really good. So we're going to equip this, because it does a lot more damage than the machete. Then we got that. Okay. So over here we got this, which is Elwood. I could go talk to Elwood if I wanted to and embrace him at the same time, but I'm not going to do that right now.
It's locked.
Can't do that. Okay. Alright, I'm going to untrack. Hang on a second. It's bothering me. I'm going to untrack this.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Okay. Alright, I do have a DLC where I can get the Dragon Bane if I want to. But, do I want to? The Dragon Bane, you know what, let me do it. I don't know.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Okay. That is actually another trophy that I'm gonna need to get, that flower trophy. Alright. I am trying to decide. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna use this. Yeah. I'm all about the damage, you know, I'm all about the damage. Okay. Alright. Now this is actually a pretty good gun as well, but we don't have the part for it yet. This is a pretty good weapon as well. Alright.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood.
Hold on. Alright, so I got the hacksaw, I got the stake.
shows extensive mutation, but this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
So,
I have so much time now.
we're gonna bump this up. Shut up, just. I didn't have enough for that anyway. I will say, this is a really good skill. I don't have enough, yeah, this is pretty good too. Alright, so I've got 2 stars. Blood capacity. It could increase my bite damage. Cause I do bite a lot. I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go with this. Cause while I do bite a lot, yeah, that'll work. Excuse me.
I'm to stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Okay, I'm back. Alright, so now we gotta answer the door, talk to Miss Queen here. Whoa.
Yes, Nurse Crane?
I'm so
A crisis?
Our supply.
Sorry.
Some of the patients.
I may have a solution.
However, do you?
If combined correctly,
The storeroom.
perhaps I should...
It's the large.
The abandoned...
Okay. Alright. Just give me 1 sec, guys. We are going to, you know, I forgot to do something earlier, so we're gonna actually talk to Milton and grab his exposition, because his exposition is actually in the same area that the morgue is in. So let me do that real quick before we do anything. Look here in the cards.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Milton is not a good guy either, to be honest with you.
Are you...
From wine,
But you're not...
you keep...
How is...
You want it?
So what...
I've been... It's yesterday.
You...
Go there.
Since you're...
It's a complete...
Goodbye, Milton.
Hold on, let me see something. I thought that I was able to just get his quest just by talking to him, but I guess...
I'm quite...
This I don't want to talk to. Alright, you know what I think? And I think that this is actually an example of just what I mean by like finicky and convoluted.
Good evening.
It may have been tied to chapter 1 only.
So what do you do exactly?
I've been in an ambulance.
It sounds like...
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's gut.
You left
Okay.
an infected...
Go there yourself if you want.
That's what I did. I
Goodbye, Milton.
think I ran through it too fast. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna actually, alright. Yeah, I just moved a little too fast. It didn't catch up to what I was wanting to do. Okay. Alright, so right in front of me is the morgue, but we can't
can't actually enter this right now. Here we are in the garden.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
I got that one down. Well, I really wanted to.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna go into the morgue here. Alrighty. Okay, we're not gonna go that way. Dang, I'm not doing a pretty good job of parrying, but there you go. Blood capacity up. One.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Oh, there we go, got that.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh, we got the key to the basement. Okay.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself
What's up
useful.
here?
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Dirty though. Alright, now we get the used lifting knife, which is really good.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the traces of a pin. The chest was originally opened.
Okay.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the a puncture over the left lung, possibly a signs of internal bleeding. Tippett has made an
Alrighty, got that one. Anyway, the hacksaw is a very, very fast weapon. It may not do the most damage of all the weapons, but it moves really, really fast, which makes it very good to use. Alright, so we are going to face our second boss of the game, which is a blinker skag guy. Blood is very fast on this guy. Wow, he does a lot of damage. Blood field works exceptionally well against this guy. Alright, so he is resistant to everything but blood field does exceptional damage. Got him that time.
These scars can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Don't worry, you'll drink when you're ready. Not right now, though. Alright, so now we're gonna come up here and we're going to that was fun. It was me. I do think there's some enemy on the way back, but I'm not 100% certain. Yep, I knew there was more. There we go. That's what I wanted to parry. So now, get another parry on this guy. There we go, another parry. Parry, man. Good.
get my blood capacity up because you do regen your health from, once you get the aggravated damage off of you, you can regen HP, so it's nice. Man, I could have swore I mapped triangle as soon as he jumped. Whatever. There we go. That's what I wanted. The mechanic sometimes doesn't work very good. Just kind of find that, you know, that sweet spot, so to speak. Alright, now we can actually go out this door now, which is great. Alrighty, we will actually probably find a much better two-handed weapon in the sewers. So, which is going to be the next area that we're going to go to. Before we do that, we're going to talk to Milton, and then we're going to get the, you know, the XP from the investigation there. And then we're going to actually go and do part of Thelma's investigation for a little extra XP as well. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. Alright. Okay. Let's go talk to Milton. Turn in the wallet.
Good evening.
Good
They
evening,
made him a low level just so you can
I have some
get that
good
shotgun
news.
from him.
What? The
I retrieved your...
Well, yeah.
Not at all.
Good.
What's going on between...
It was tight.
You do...
Come on.
You're...
Maybe.
Okay.
Goodbye.
168 PM isn't that great, but
Good evening.
Doctor,
now we're going to turn in this.
Kokorin, I want you to tell me about Miss...
he was my patient.
Why not stop?
Are you
Got
mad?
old, what's her face?
What was the nature?
It was a twofold.
Who was this?
I don't know.
What is the...
This horse...
I can't say...
Don't be...
Goodbye, Doc.
Now I got to tell what's her face.
Good evening, Nurse Brandon.
Good evening.
In order
Tell me what Doc...
If I had not covered up...
You can't allow your...
Look around you, Doc.
I can't...
I'm not
Goodbye, Nurse.
Okay, then I'm going to talk to Tippets again. Where is he? He's kind of went that far. There he goes.
Good
But
evening.
I'm going to cover for him.
I will cover. You didn't force me.
Then I can...
Okay, 100
Goodbye.
shillings, wow. And we're going to get 60 XP for that, but whatever. Okay. Alright, now. Where is Dorothy? There she is.
I will not let you down.
Fine.
Yes, Nurse.
You've worked.
Duty call.
Many thanks.
Okay. Now I'm going to do this mission for Thelma, which I believe is over here in this house. Straight ahead. Yep. if I can line it up here. There we go.
See them?
I don't like the ooh, nice little dodge there, sir. There we go. Got that. Okay. Okay. Now we can head on back to the hospital, and then I'm going to talk to Swansea, and after I talk to, hold on a second, let me see something. Okay. Find the local, yeah, we ain't gonna be able to do that right now. It's way too, like, yeah. I'd get shredded if I went there now. And what I will do though is I will, I can go right up here. Perfect. That's nice. Okay, let's talk to Swansea. We'll skip this here cutscene.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
I wish I
cannot.
I forgive. Please.
The Pembroke
spoke
discreet.
and you accept.
Okay, now I gotta talk to what's her face. Ackwood. Okay, now we got our fourth collectible, which is something. I think that's everything. Right? Yep. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, now we're gonna talk to the hospital benefactor, but before we do that, we're gonna actually go and rest and level up a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's do that. We're gonna yeah, let's do this to get some health. Okay, can I level up this any? Ooh, 104 damage looks really good right now. Scythe does not. Okay. I think I'm gonna hold on from that. As long as I don't do anything really stupid, as far as like this right here. Okay. So right now this thing does 82 damage. That's a big boost, man, in damage. 82 to 104, that's really good. Okay. So let's level up. Alrighty. So, I do like to bite a little bit, so we're gonna hold up. Wait a minute. I do want. So I gotta be level 8 before I can beat that up. You know what? I think I'm going to go this. Go ahead and bump that up. Okay. So now I've got these two skills here, which are really good. Then I'm gonna hit coagulation, which will synergize fairly decent with Shadow Mist. And I do believe that we're okay now. So let's hit confirm. And then I need to swap up some of the keys on some of the skills. So let's do that, shall we? Alright, so now we're level 8, which is really pretty solid. Alright, so I like these two here. Okay. Bam. And then bam. Okay. That'll work. I actually want this, but we have 8 bullets. Perfect. Which is great. Alright. Now let's talk to the benefactor, which is actually will probably be quicker to just drop down here and go around the corner here. And then we're gonna spy on Dorothy and hello.
The flu took my
We're gonna
dear
skip
wife.
this.
Good evening, Doctor. You seem...
You're a vampire.
Indeed. You must... These...
Please.
My...
I'll...
If that... my...
Okay, so now I'm gonna go and find what's her face
So
here.
lucky to have Dr. Reed.
How much the back
Good
is
evening.
shut.
Good evening.
What do I need?
I'd like...
Wise choice.
Less resignation and more determination.
Yeah.
I know I can count on you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I could say the same.
Have you heard of it?
There are a lot of...
What kind?
I'm not in the gossip.
Good.
We'll just talk to her. The heck with it.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. What?
Okay.
There's no need for...
Preposterous.
Dr. Swan... Harriet Jo... I heard.
Blackmail.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? No.
Really.
This is your...
Thank you for your...
Okay.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them. Good evening.
Good evening.
What can you tell me about the strange...
Let me guess.
She could have been
That old witch will end up in hell.
No matter how you...
Who says I don't care?
Goodbye.
Daily routine.
What's her face?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you know...
The people...
Have you seen...
I've never heard...
Goodbye, nurse.
Okay, now we gotta find what's her face. Dorothy Crane here. Hey, Mr. Koch. You're alive and doing okay. Alright, there she is. Alright, I'll be right
You're
back, guys.
sure if you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Alrighty. Alright. Good old loading screen. Here we go. I think I'm gonna finish chapter 2 and then from there I'm gonna end the stream and we'll continue chapter 3. What I may do is I may stream 2 chapters at a time. Alright, we do have a we do have a boss fight.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
It's gonna be a little tough, you know. It's probably good. probably the toughest fight up to this point. Shouldn't be a major problem if I'm smart. That's a good combo. This guy's sneaking up behind me. Really? Alright, here we go. This is what I want. Alright, this is, to me, an upgrade over what we currently have. It's the barbed couple. So we are going to equip this, because what this does is it actually does stun damage as well. So we don't have to necessarily parry as much as we would have with the other weapon, which is very nice. Very, very nice. But we'll try it out. The only problem is the stamina usage a lot. So we have to be really careful about what we use. Yeah. Okay. Alright, now do you also believe there's another collectible over here somewhere in the tool? I'm not sure where. I'm gonna say it's up here. Oh no, we gotta save this guy first.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Also, one thing I do like about Bite is the animation. Definitely, Bite again.
I can't breathe.
Okay, we have now saved Oswald. And we'll check on him. Hey, buddy. You okay?
Are you injured?
Help me get out.
I'm Dr.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Thatch.
Yes.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy.
Alright, yay. We're now in the thousands, which is good. Alright, so let's head on to fight this boss fight, and then alright. This guy push over. And we get another collectible. 5th collectible here. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright, now, let's make sure, okay, we've got 6 bullets. So we're gonna open up with a blood spear, followed by coagulation, followed by shadow mist. See how much damage in there, a couple shotgun blasts, and see how we do. Got a little
What
close
sort
for
of creature is this?
Whoa, okay, he, well, he, I might end up having to get some bite, get some health back. Oh my lord, that was good. Bite. Your blood sugar goes. Oh man, this is a very tough fight. I've got to be looking for the shadows. There we go, that did some damage. Okay. Oh yeah, nice parry.
Here's what
Got it.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Yeah. Okay. More. If you're sick. Yep.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Alright.
I have this thirst for blood.
Alrighty. Alright, so we were able to get through that fairly okay. Had a couple of hairy moments there, but wasn't too bad. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the hospital. We're gonna level up a little bit. Then we're gonna proceed to Whitechapel. I'm hoping I'll hit level 10. Fingers crossed, because the enemies that we're gonna be facing are anywhere between 10 and 12. So could be a little hairy if I go in there at level 8. Probably gonna end up being just level 9. It can be a problem. I may end up having to embrace clay clots just to make sure I don't get too underleveled. I don't know. See what happens. Fingers crossed, here we go. Yeah, I got a feeling I'm Clay ain't doing too good. There we go. Alright, can I upgrade the hat saw? Yeah. Be nice if I could. About the barb cup. Yeah, let's do this. That's a pretty good boost to damage right there, so. Alright, so we got that. Alright, let's level up. Alright. But, I honestly think that I need to do this. Okay. Level 10. Wow. Let's go ahead and bump up 1 point into health. Okay, and then we're gonna actually, because I do bite a lot, we'll get a little more bite damage. We got blood absorption here, which is 20%, which is decent. So now we're gonna do 40%, because again, like I said, I do bite fairly often. And that is it. Okay. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh man, the cops are not doing well. Okay, Whitechapel, here we go. Man, this is a, it's kind of a big, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a big jump in terms of difficulty. So now we've got a thing on Albert Palmer. I'm gonna wait for him to turn around. Okay, perfect. Because the trick is to get over here. Done this doofus. Soften these guys up a little bit. Got that. Oh, I'm taking serious damage here, so we need to. Oh man, well, that's not what I wanted to do, but I guess it'll be alright. Now let's go in this house here. The loading screen going into places is a bit annoying. I mean, it's not a major problem, it just, I don't know. Not a fan. Alright, so now we're gonna rescue a guy by the name of Cardigan Bates here. Another rat running around. No? Okay. That's the only thing I don't like about this show. But got put in the corner here. Oh wow. this guy be close. Now let me block it. Okay. Yeah, the very good weapon. This weapon is really good. Like anyway. So now I'm going to talk to the guy over here. Hey, buddy.
What? It's all right, sir. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's a cesspool.
You're very lucky to be.
Yeah, filth.
You can find safety of sorts in.
Okay.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Find someone who can read Braille alphabet. Now that one is very interesting, so we're gonna do that later. So in other words, we're gonna continue forward, and I've got 398p. Really not worth it to level up, so we're gonna head out. Oh, there's another rat running around the city. Eat him. Yummy, yummy. Nothing like a good old rat burger. And for those of you that don't know, Ratburger is a reference to Demolition Man, starring Sylvester Stallone. A fantastic movie if you have not checked it out. I will be glad when I can unlock the ultimate ability, because you know it's really good. Okay. Alrighty. If I'm not mistaken, there's a hideout. Yes, I was right. Well, 390. I'm not exactly certain if that's really anything to write home about. Okay, did get some shotgun shells back, which is great. Always nice to loot the area. Man. Yeah.
It's one of them!
The equation. I think once you kind of get a handle on the combat and actually, like, you know, understand what you have to do to be, it's actually kind of, it's somewhat kind of fun, you know. It's not like, I mean, it's not war, it's not great, but it can be relatively fun. You just gotta kind of get used to it and understand, you know, combinations and synergies and stuff. And it will definitely it'll definitely be a lot of fun. So, oh, we are getting close to Whitechapel. Now, before we hit Whitechapel, ooh, I didn't even see this guy in the corner over here. Hey, I played Sekiro, bro. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Bob Cudgel, however you say this word, is great. It is a good weapon, dude. And there's actually, later on in the game, an upgraded version of it, but you actually get it from an NPC that we're probably more than likely going to embrace as we are running through the game, because it's just fantastic. It is exceptionally fantastic. Now, before I proceed further, I do want to do something really quick, and that is go to the hideout, which is over here on the other side of this fence. Yeah. Because doing this investigation from Thelma is actually really useful. The only problem is these guys are really high level. Alright, so I'm gonna do the do a lot of damage. You know what, this might not have been a good idea, guys. No, I can't get out right now. Alright, wow.
I'll kill you!
That's not good. I might end up getting killed here, boys. Probably should have done this. Main issue is the gunner, dude. He's the problem. And then this guy's level 17. That's a really high level. Ooh, I don't have any more blood capacity left. Okay, we got 5 this sword. That is huge. Alrighty, that was clutch. Alright, now. Let's make oh, lordy.
I'll send you.
Yes, sir. Well, that was a bit hairy, but we got it, man. We got through it. You know, it was definitely a challenge. Please open the door, sir. Oh man, 17, yikes. Alright, now, okay, so what I do want to do is, I definitely want to go and explore and get the summons, or whatever the collectible here is, but, in order to do that, blood. Alright, now we got blood. That did some good damage. Alright. Okay, now we got a yeet, proven take, which is actually an upgrade over what we currently have. And we have a report about Pembroke, which is what the investigation is about with Thelma, so we're bringing that back, which is great. And we will go and tell Thelma what's going on. And if there's another collectible somewhere over here. There it is. The Great Hunt. Hail to our fallen comrades. There it is right there. Alright. Okay, now, we don't have a reason to come back here, which is good. Because later on in the game, when you're doing your little kind of collectible cleanup, you would have to come back here, and, yeah, we definitely don't need to do this anymore, so that's good. So we can actually just, alright. Good stuff, man. I have a little bit of AP, but not what I really need, but, it works. One thing I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna go and upgrade my health one more tier, because one thing I did find is I was you know, taking some serious damage there. So plus it gets close to level 10, which is what we need to unlock this. So move forward to the next night. See, this district right here, man, is, man, I don't know, I gotta really be careful with Whitechapel because, like it said, it's serious. So if I can get it to the stable, which is basically make sure that she's okay, oh man, it's gonna be a challenge. Because there are a lot of NPCs in this. Oh, these guys respawn. Well, delightful. Alright, so we're gonna, run. We're gonna run some more. Man, if I'd known they respawn upon sleeping, probably wouldn't have done that, but, oh well. It's whatever. You live and learn. I gotta remember where to... Where is she? There she is.
Good evening. Goodbye.
So many deaths.
Hey.
Good evening.
Oh, my
Goodbye.
Lord, Thelma. Do what you gotta do with Elrod and then leave. There you are. Hold up.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Ah.
Good evening. I have made inquiries.
I did not
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have been...
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal...
You are right.
Thank you. I'll leave you.
Alright. Okay. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna proceed forward with the main story, and then, I'm gonna get up out of here, cause, yeah, I've been on here for a while now, and it's been great. I've had a good time, and I hope you guys have had a good time watching. Hey, bud.
Filthy fucking beast! Filthy piece of shit!
Wow, this guy. One thing I found in this game is any type of gun enemy is probably Alright, now we can head forward. And I do believe there's this guy right here. I just spammed Forgot about this guy. Another thing that I like about fight is it increases, it gives you a chance to breathe. Really, bro. Oh, I should have bit him. Oh well. I'll take it though. That wasn't too bad. Alright, I can't remember. Where'd it go? I think it's this way. Yep. Yeah, because I'm about to run into Albert, Palmer, and Ben. Father and son argument here.
This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu
Box of pills. Alright, I am going to actually, because I will be coming back later, I'm gonna just skip everybody and I'm gonna talk to Daniel. I'm just gonna go straight to the story mission. Can I not go? We'll just go around. Man, this game is finicky sometimes. Hey, Albert.
Are you all...
The bastard.
If you've been...
Albert's not a good person either.
I found the recruiter.
I knew it!
You're being manipulated.
You're all fancy work.
Do you know...
Never heard of her.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole living in the streets. Not me.
What? Shooting? What? I'm... Do you... Really?
Would.
Alright. I do want to talk to her because she does have some stuff for sale.
Good.
Goody.
Action.
Then.
Oh.
Ah. I don't.
Never. Good.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
It's locked.
Oh, I can't go in this way. I forgot. But yeah, there's a collectible in this hideout here that we need to get. Which I have to go through here. Oh, and another one of them old cutscene deals. I guess I shouldn't complain too much because the entire game, aside from a few areas where you have to enter, doesn't have very many loading screens. So, just the problem is they're extremely long. There are loading screens, which do suck, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Alrighty. So we are going to loot this place to our heart's content. Make sure I don't miss anything. Alright, let's go get the documents over here. That was a really good potion. Very good, very nice. And making sure that we don't have anything that we're missing. And alright. I think we're in good shape, so let's head on. Hold on, I don't want to mess up anything. Hang on just a second. Oh, we got this. Here we go. Alright, okay, let's recycle these items. A lot of them. Got these. Might as well grab the beast. Why not? Might as well create these. Okay, can't do anything here. Wow, demonio. Whoa. Requires a lot, doesn't it? Oh man. Almost. Alrighty. Alright, so now we're going to actually run up. We're going to talk to Barrett Lewis and get his little investigation side quest. And then, yeah. And then we're going to find, what's his face, Mason? Swainsborough, I believe is his name. Find him and then, it should be relatively close, you know, to what we need to get. Oh man, these loading screens. They are long. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna meet Joe Peterson, Christina, all these people. Hey, buddy.
Another.
I'm not. Really? Could you? Good.
Barrett got a side quest we need to do.
Welcome.
I am.
Doc.
Right. It's actually got items we can buy as well, which is these right, this right here. Perfect. Just what I needed. Okay, can I sell anything? Okay. Hold up. Whoa.
Fancy buys.
You never.
Yeah, buddy. Where you going?
Have you heard of
Nurse Crane?
Yes.
Dorothy
That does.
Your precious.
How is business?
Business?
I see.
It's no secret, Jack.
As a merchant.
What you mean besides the...
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's...
Violence.
Yeah.
Where did this
In the closed workshop.
Goodbye.
Alright, we're gonna, explosive, man. Achieve bad Lewis spots. Okay, we got another weapon over here. We should use hatchet, and I want to say the hatchet is a very good weapon, actually. 80, and then yeah, but the problem is, yeah, it just like, I mean, it's decent. It's not anything spectacular. You actually got a much better weapon.
This could be the box. Lewis. A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife, addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
Yeah, baby. Yes, sir. Love it. I love killing werewolves. It's always a nice thing to do. Alright, so we are going to... I like how when he puts it back in his cape, it just disappears. Yeah, that's nice. Very nice. Alright, this is where I get a little bit turned around. Trying to figure out a way to get out of here, so I'm just gonna follow up the stairs here. Okay, we found the house, which is good. But before we do that, we gotta go talk to what's his face. We are now officially at the 2-hour mark, and this is officially the longest game.
I think that...
Really?
I found it...
Let me...
You do not appear...
Surprised about what?
Yes.
Here's a little something for you.
Goodbye.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Alright, let's go talk to Hay.
Hello, young man.
And after that, we're gonna...
Sorry.
Your father...
So my father... Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Okay, well, I don't give a crap about what you got to say right now. I gotta remember where the document is. I know there's a document over here somewhere.
It's locked, all right.
There it is. Professional vampire hunters. Hot.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Hi. Okay, let's go to Darius' house. It's over here.
What do you want?
Good evening, sir.
There is no...
I'm afraid...
Really?
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Okay. I shall return.
strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Okay. Alright, so let's go find these guys.
Good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Don't.
I'm not.
All right.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Just got her. I got her showing up on the map now, which is good. Alrighty. Might as well talk to this guy. He's a fanatic.
Forgive my.
Do not.
I am
a son.
What do you
also
quite a
you?
I am. What do you
also
quite a
you?
Well,
as a doctor, you must be.
What do you mean?
The beast is.
I've heard of her.
Good evening.
It's fun.
Have you any?
No.
Where did you send him?
I sent.
You sent him on some.
As a troop.
Where'd he go, doofus?
I have.
Ooh. Yeah. Alright, now we got Clayton here.
Excuse me,
sorry.
Dr. Reed.
I heard.
Not.
I'm a doc.
Are you sure?
Without it,
I don't know.
He
no.
Really?
He went.
He
no.
Where can
he spends?
Goodbye.
Alright, then we're talking about the North College over here. God got me in the corner, but let me get out of the corner. Dang. Yeah, y'all tried to put baby in the corner, but that ain't gonna happen. Come on, come on. Y'all move. I don't know about y'all, I love that. I like blizzarding across the map like that. It's kind of fun. Alright, Richard, where you at? Hey, buddy. Can't show the citizens that I'm blizzarding. They're gonna be like, what is this guy?
May I What can you, Darius? Not interested. Darius. I'll leave.
Alright, now we gotta find the mailbox and the letter, and then we should be.
Good evening. I know it. Very well.
Camellia.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
But you got anything for sale?
Fancy
You never.
Right then.
You know, you could buy Joe's shotgun, the mutton shotgun.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute.
You again?
Sir, wait. Don't you...
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I have to admit.
Hey, dude, don't mind if I loot your house. Okay, now we got the next collectible, which is the figure.
If you want to talk to...
We've not been...
I have...
Goodbye.
Ah, buddy. See you later. Alright, we are very close to coming to finishing chapter 2. And if you have been watching, or if you're going to be watching later on, I just want to thank you guys for watching. I know I'm not a very famous YouTuber and I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I do get a few from time to time, and I just want you guys to know that I appreciate everything.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz van Vasily.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalp! Hand me that scalp!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now!
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable...
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me?
So, the end...
I know you're kind, Doc.
Dr. Swan...
It's easy for you to say, Doc.
But why...
She's pristine and proper, all right.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Oh, this one stinks already. He's dead!
Alright, I've got to go find, what's his base? Mason Swinbar, I believe is his name.
It's locked, all right.
Figure out where I'm at. Okay, I'm coming out toward the end of yeah, I went a bit too far. Yeah, it's not a very large area, but it's really easy to get lost in, you know. This is West End. I don't know, guys, but I was just kind of nosing through the area the other day and happened upon him, and honestly, I can't even tell you how I got to him now. What I do want to do is I want to see if I can get to the gate on the other side here. I don't think I can. I cannot.
I cannot enter.
Alright, well, don't want to spend 30-40 minutes looking for him, so, we're gonna actually skip him for now, and then we're gonna head back to the hospital, move forward with the story, and start chapter 3, and from there I am going to leave, and, I will come back tomorrow. I think this is one of the most confusing maps that I've
Its
ever,
effectiveness has been proven by many.
it's not, it's pretty confusing. I really wish I could find where he is, but I don't think I will. We do have quite a bit of HP, so we should be able to hit level 11 to 12.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy! Burn it, boys!
One thing I don't like about these fights is it forces you into a combat section where you have to deal with a bunch of ads, and it's kind of annoying. And the ad don't drop anything, which is annoying. Anyway, we got a weapon, the Ute Bludgeon. So anyway, whatever.
I would ask you to avert.
I knew.
Speak up.
You killed him.
Spare me your...
No need.
The situation...
Anyway,
I see.
I must confess.
I'm so...
Lady Ashbury, you yourself...
Well, you were full of surprise.
I believe...
And since a lady...
I bid you... I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
We're so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York.
Ba 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 ba. Alright, now. Okay. We're gonna analyze this. And I now have a stamina serum, which is good.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Okay. Alrighty, so now we've got a really good weapon here. Still need to get this upgraded a little bit, but alright, yay. Causes and effects. Alright, so we're gonna evolve and level up. Damn, baby, got to have it.
have it. Oh man, are you kidding me? I'm good at blood capacity. Wow. Alright, so we're gonna definitely hit rage. That is a very nice skill. And I would love to upgrade this, but I can't. So oh man. God, oh, that's gonna be a really good kill. Alright, so we've got hard bite. So I'm gonna do that to 300 damage. And I'm gonna go ahead and do regeneration, just get a little bit extra healing. And the fact that that puts me at level 4. Okay. Yeah, level 12. Alright guys, it's Fallen Boat signing off. Thank you so much. Y'all take care.